Hello everyone, how are you all? I'm assistant professor at ST College of Commerce and we are going to study the income tax in the BCom second year. And today's topic is rebate under section 87A. Do you know what is the meaning of rebate? Rebate is just in the accountancy sense. If we are talking about in accountancy, rebate is the discount. Rebate is discount allowed on the earlier payment. Whether when it comes to the taxation, it creates different meaning, the different definition. And let's understand it that what the rebate is. Okay, let's check it out. Before learning anything, you have to learn this section because section of the rebate is important because it can ask in the examination that explain 87A, then you must know about that what the 87A is. So must learn the section. Okay, section 87A of Income Tax Act 1961. Okay, 87A. So top name of the topic is rebate. Rebate. What the rebate means is rebate means discount in accountancy, but in tax it means discount. But which kind of discount and to whom? Let's demystify the topic. The first thing is to whom the rebate is allowed. Write it, to whom the rebate is allowed. Only and only resident, individual. Only and only resident and individual. Wait for the second. I don't know what happened. Okay. Resident and individual. Okay. The rebate is allowed to, the discount is allowed to only and only the resident and individual. Who is resident? Who satisfy the basic conditions of the to become the resident. And what are the basic conditions you must know about that? Let's revise it, that you must stay in India for 182 days or more. And the second condition is you have to stay in India for 60 days in a previous year, and you must stay in India for 365 days in preceding the previous year, and you may satisfy one of them condition, then you can become the resident. Okay, uh, let's understand to whom the rebate is allowed, and the second is how much rebate is allowed. How much the rebate is allowed? Only rupees 12,500. Okay, let's understand the third thing. To whom? First thing is to whom? Resident and individual. How much? 12,500. And when? When? Ceiling limit of income. When this reduction is allowed to you, the ceiling limit is decided by the Income Tax Act Committee, that is 5 lakh rupees. Okay, let's write the ceiling limit. Ceiling limit is 5 lakh rupees. 5 lakh. Okay, to whom the deduction is allowed? To whom the rebate is allowed? Resident and individual, first thing. How much the deduction is allowed? 12,500. When the deduction is allowed, if you have income up to 5 lakh, only then you are eligible for that deduction. These all three conditions are the eligibility of deduction under section 87A. Sorry, I'm telling deduction to this, but it's not deduction, actually it's rebate. Okay, first, resident individual. Second, income must be income up to 5 lakh. And how much rebate is allowed? Rupees 12,500. Okay guys, let's understand the first fourth point. If income is if income is 5 lakh and 10 rupees, then how much deduction is allowed? No, deduction is not allowed in this case, because the ceiling limit of income is 5 lakh. If your income exceeding 5 lakh, then no deduction, not even a single rupee will be allowed to you. Okay guys, number 5, deduction is allowed on rebate is allowed on rebate is allowed on and net total income. NTA means net total income. Let's draw the meaning of all these conditions and write it in the definition form. If any resident individual, listen to me very carefully for the very few minutes. If any resident and individual having income up to 5 lakh, then he must allow the deduction, the rebate of rupees 12,500 up to on net total income. Let's read it again. If any if any person, if any assessee having income up to 5 lakh, up to 5 lakh, up to 5 lakh, and he is resident and individual, then the rebate of 12,500 is allowed to that person. I hope it is clear to you all now. Okay, let's understand it with an example. I'm going to take the three cases, then I will tell you the rebate is allowed or not, and rebate is allowed on how much. The first condition is if if income is, case A, if income is rupees 4 lakh, if income is rupees 5 lakh, if income is rupees 7 lakh, okay, and income is if income is 2 lakh, okay guys, okay, first, second, third and fourth. Let's calculate the tax on it. These are NTI, net total income. These are NTI. You have to tell me that how much deduction will be allowed in each case. The first case is 4 lakh. Let's calculate the tax on it. Okay, wait. Whether we have to calculate the tax on it? No. Because the income is up to 5 lakh. Okay, income is up to 5 lakh. Yes, income is up to 5 lakh. He is resident and individual is nothing. If nothing is said about in the question that he is resident or not, we will assume to that he is resident and individual. And its income is 4 lakh, then rebate will be allowed. Then how much rebate will be allowed? Whether the rebate is allowed to the 12,500 or anything else. Okay, I'm telling you, the rebate is allowed up to 5 lakh on tax. Okay, let's calculate the tax on it. Up to 0 to 2 lakh 50,000, the taxation is nil. And on the balance, and on the balance amount, that is 1 lakh 50,000, and the rate of tax is 5%, and the amount of taxation is 7,500. In this case, not whole, that is 12,500 deduction will not be allowed. Only the deduction of 7,500 will be allowed, and the assessee will not have to pay even a single penny of the tax. How great it is! It means if you have income up to the 5 lakh, let's understand the next illustration. If you have the income up to 5 lakh, on 0 to 2 lakh and 50,000 there is no tax, and on the balance, balance 2 lakh 50,000, the tax is the tax is at the rate of 5%, means 12,500 on 5 lakh. 5% of 2 lakh and 50,000. Okay, is income is, then we have to raise the question, is income is up to 5 lakh? Yes, income is up to 5 lakh. Whether he is a resident and individual? Yes, he is resident and individual. In this case, the deduction is allowed to this assessee, and the how much deduction will be allowed to this assessee, and the amount of deduction is 12,500, and the tax liability of the assessee is nil. It means the assessee not have to pay even a single penny in the second case too. Okay, in the third case, income is 7 lakh. You have to ask the question that whether the deduction is allowed or not. No, 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 and big no. Why the deduction is not allowed to that assessee? Because the deduction is allowed if income is up to 5 lakh. This deduction is basically framed, basically allowed to the poor class of the people, the lower class of the society, not for the upper class of the society. If you are earning income more than 5 lakh, the taxpayer, the tax farmers assumed that you do not need any rebate or any kind of deductions. Okay, let's calculate the tax on it. 0 to 2 lakh and 50,000, there is no tax, and on the balance 0 2 lakh 50,000 to 5 lakh, the tax liability is, and the tax liability is 12,500, and on the balance, 2 lakh, and on the balance 2 lakh, tax liability is 20%, that is 40,000. The whole tax liability is 52,500. Okay, then how much rebate is allowed? No, there is no rebate is allowed to the this person. Okay, in this case, no rebate allowed. And the in next case, income is up to 2 lakh. No, even the question of tax is not allowed. Then why the rebate is allowed to that person? Because 0 to 0 in, if income is up to 2 lakh, sorry, 0 to 2 lakh 50,000, then no taxation will be charged on this class of income, because we are in India we follow the progressive tax system. in progressive system, in the lower class of the society doesn't need to pay any tax. Okay, it means no tax is allowed on this. I hope you understand the concept. Thank you, everyone. If you have any problem, then you can ask in the comment box, or you can ask on my email, that is sacofficial100@gmail.com, or you can call me or WhatsApp me at 8272874027. Thank you, guys.